Hello guys, and welcome once more to the Great PBEM War. PBEM War, played by Email War, that is correct. Right, so, lots of movements going on here. I have decided to actually send out my submarines in a tactic you may have seen in my previous playthrough of, well, to end all wars. So, what they'll do is basically give us vision. It's kind of cheaty, I guess, but well, I'm sure the gods of To End All Wars will forgive me, the adjured gods. I've put in quite a lot of movements, actually. We are going to try and break through into Mulhausen and try and take Mulhausen. There's only... Ooh, I don't think there's anything really much here, only 30. We do have this army. It's not exactly an army as of yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it like a battering ram. I do have my Grand Headquarters over here. Can I move him yet? I can't move him yet. His command is only that far, so what I need to do is... I could do with moving that commander north, actually, so I can make him into a proper army commander. He does give us some interesting benefits, though, so we'll keep him in the stack for the time being until we take Mulhausen and then try and take Colmar. It will be dangerous, though, as we will face stiff resistance from the Germans, but if they move forces from here, then that'll give me a chance to try and punch through the centre. We continue to try and oppose them over here. I've instructed these troops, yes, these Belgian troops over here, to go out and destroy the rails over here. I'm sending some British forces to basically take this here and destroy the rail over there. Just basically, I'm going to try and destroy the rail at every opportunity I can possibly get. Now, I can't get out of here, but we should be able to repel that cavalry corps with the British Expeditionary Force. Easily enough, anyway. So we're going to go on conservative attack, just in case. We are moving our forces over to Southampton. I have decided actually to move the rest of the French surface fleet actually down here to Marseille. The idea is I want to gather my naval forces over at Malta, the British and French, well, the British Mediterranean Fleet and the French Mediterranean Fleet. And then I want to try and bottle up the Adriatic. If I can bottle up the Adriatic and control this area, if I can keep the Austrian Navy in port, then that's good for me. That gives me command of the Mediterranean. I'll be able to launch raids and probably naval invasions in the future. It would honestly depend on where Italy swings and ends up in the war. The thing is, though, with Italy, I would have complete naval dominance should it happen. So I would definitely be able to deal with Italy. I would be able to just invade Rome and just go for the key cities and really score some big victories. I'll probably start with taking, I don't know, cutting the nation in half. And let's take a look at the defensive terrain. I mean, it's fantastic, to be honest. It's really fantastic. I mean, if I was to establish, like, well, just in this area here, just, like, cut off the railroads, probably, like, Pisa, this kind of area. Ravenna would be really nice, actually, considering all the rail networks. Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to see what the Germans actually do. I'm not entirely sure how the war in the east is going. I can see this has been captured. We do have something going on over here. I don't know whether this is under siege by the Austrians or this is under siege by the Russians, so we'll find out in time. I think the High Seas Fleet is still here. I think it is. But I need to find out, to be honest. I am sending out the battlecruiser fleet over here to basically get the blockade going, which I should have done last turn, but hey-ho. So, the orders have been input. The war has started. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, it doesn't go too terribly. I would prefer to go, okay. Okay would be nice. Oh god, I really want it to go nicely. Okay, we're going to actually intercept those raiders? No. We may intercept them again though, as we are heading down there. Alright, we see some German movement. Damn it. Von Spee has got into the German colony over there. Right, is that a German army moving? They are moving on us, actually. Interesting. I am sending my makeshift fleet, the second fleet of about 8,000-ish strength, over to Antwerp to hopefully bombard the Germans and at least make it harder for them to take Antwerp. I would imagine they would be able to bombard the enemy in Antwerp, so that'd be good for us. It would be fantastic, to be honest. It would make taking Antwerp a pain in the ass. Oh dear. Right, we're at day 7. Well, that's a considerable force. 27,000 men. We do have 120,000 plus, so we should be able to take that. Should. Actually, no, that's a decent German force over there. Oh dear. This could go awry. Yeah. Oh dear. I'm going to lose this, but I really could do a breakthrough. I don't think I'm going to win this, though. Yeah, their position's so strong. I cannot win this battle. I'm gonna lose this. That's a defeat. Yep, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that cost me dearly. That cost me dearly. The march to the sound of guns, god damn it. Right, we are seeing the Germans moving. God damn it. I should not have put it on assault. Why did I always make that mistake? Right, so we have our fleet at Antwerp, or outside Antwerp. The British Expeditionary Force is going to come across a larger German force at Mons. Antwerp has been breached, that's annoying. Well... That could have gone better. It could have gone a lot worse, though. Okay, so at least the British Expeditionary Force over in Lille did not actually engage with the enemy. So, that's something then. Okay. At least they survived. And they didn't even come out here and blow up the rails. I want you to blow up the rails. Good. Oh. Interesting. Sneaky little bugger. Sneaky, sneaky little bugger. Okay, so let's see the damage. I managed to actually sneak another corps of Frenchmen into here, actually. So at least we've made number a little bit harder to take. We have about 24,000 Belgian troops in there. Then we managed to sneak in another 26,000 Frenchmen. And they have an engineer, so we have a better defensive plus the defensive engineer. So if I put them under, wow, well, just to like see how many men. So we have about 50,000 men in the actual fortress now. So it should. Well, it's something more substantial than we've had before, so that's good for us. Right, I do need to move my ground headquarters around so I can actually make my commanders bloody commanders. That helped a lot. Right, so we have more forces over in Paris. So I've started constructing a hell of a lot of reserves. Mostly because they'll be ready in 3 turns. And I need more men. I need more men. So badly. We have another army commander over here. Okay. This is painful. We did manage to cross over in the end, so at least we managed to get over there. Right. I need to find a way through this. The Germans have so many men, this is really difficult for me. Fuck. I want to send men south, but I also need to be aware of the threat in the north. So if I send these men over here... This is a problem, they don't have a proper commander. Do we not have a spare commander? Well, actually, what I can do with this French force... No, I need to keep my strength together. That's what I need to do. Do we have any bombardment? Right, yes. Antwerp has been breached. Right, what we can do then is, okay. Now this gentleman is actually active. Or not. I need to get rid of them. I need to get rid of that plane. And I also need to destroy the rail. So if we destroy the rail over here... Then if I tell them to enter the structure next turn, at least that should hopefully reset the actual thing. Interesting. Interesting. I have an idea, actually. It would make Antwerp weaker. But if I can get around here, destroy that rail, and then try and get into Liege. So I don't think he has a garrison in here, but if I could try and get in there in 12 days, it's probably not going to work. It's probably going to backfire on me horribly. But the thing is, he may be trying to move troops to deal with me over here. Okay, so we're going to tell them to, just dig in for the time being. Right, so we have this commander over here. I'll give him divisional command. There we go. Right, how many men do we actually have in here? 35,600. I was starting to build some extra reserves over here, so that gives us an extra 3,000 men. But we do have the fortress guns, so nowhere really enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rail these men in here. And then at least we'll have another, what is this, another 26,000 men in the fortress. So at least it should make it more difficult for the enemy, which is what we want. Okay, let's get this commander in here. Good. Give him some more planes. Right, I need those supplies back over here. These reserves. I'll send the reserves down here, actually. Okay. And over here we did suffer a defeat in battle, but at least we made it over. Let's see, what's our strength right about now? Yeah, we did suffer some significant damage. Most of our infantry is in fact gone. Okay, so I kind of think it may in fact be time to get the hell out. God damn it, I did not mean to do that. Okay. So we'll cross back over. Okay, yeah, we'll cross back over. I can get some more reinforcements up there. So we can reinforce the south a little bit more. I need this army unlocked. I really need it unlocked. I need more Brits as well. Royal Flying Corps. So we have another admiral over here. Interesting. Callaghan. Okay, so we have some more British forces over here. Requisitioned liners. Okay, so I have a core over here. Good, so I can get the core over there roughly. So at least we'll have some extra men. God damn it. There we go. It's not active, that would explain why. So we could get another 26,000, almost 27,000 men over there. Right, distant unload. And if we can unload these men in Antwerp, then that could really help us out, to be honest. So we're going to destroy the rails over here. Yep. Okay. I really do hope they can bombard. If they can bombard, that'll definitely help us. Okay. The Grand Fleet's over here. So our submarines are over here, so we'll be able to have some vision, which is good. The blockade is in fact in place now. It will boost him a little bit. But at least we know what's going on now. So I'm not really worrying about too much, as I'll know when the Grand Fleet leaves. Well, when the High Seas Fleet leaves. Okay. The uprising in South Africa, but... arse. That's really annoying, actually. Okay. Let's check this out then. Several vessels have been damaged by naval mines. I'm guessing that's from my high sea... well, Grand Fleet. God damn it. The Rape of Belgium. Right, so he has played the Rape of Belgium card. The United States shifts 5% alignment towards the Entente lines. Germany gains 100% military control. Yeah, that's the problem. They gain 100% military control of these areas, which makes it really easy for them to move. Which is horrific, if I'm honest. I'm going to move the British Expeditionary Force down here, actually. I'm going to give them orders to defend and retreat. I can't allow them to take Douai, or whatever hell you say. Right, I have some cavalry over here, that's useful. We'll send the cavalry out over here. And then I'll tell them to break the rails. Breaking the rails over here would probably hurt me more. But what I'll do then is I'll break the rails. I'll retreat to Sudan, because I can't hold this position against that much force. It's just untenable. I need to deploy my men where they're going to be useful. Right, we have another corps over here, which is now active. Right, we have our leaders, which is great. Okay, well, he's not ready yet, but the other guy, he is. So I can give him control of these guys. And I'll give him the extra cavalry, maybe? Then again, the extra cavalry would be very useful. So I can leave them over here. These guns, there's just far too many guns over here. So if this guy can head up over here then. And then if I can make it to Baston and sever those rail lines, that'd be fantastic. So we'll go on feint and posture. And if I could force march, how quickly could I be there? I could be there 3 days, 6 days. Yeah, so if I can try and make it in 6 days. And if we can get there, I'm probably better off splitting this force up. And keeping the leader here, actually. He would probably be a hell of a lot more use. Like that. Yeah, you can see the difference in movement now. So I guess we will give him that. Okay. We'll combine them, they'll be more effective. Okay, so we could be there in 6 days. Now I could get behind his lines potentially here. And try and make it to Frankfurt. If I could make it to Frankfurt and cities like that, I could cause some damage actually. Yeah. That would be a pretty good idea. Okay, that's what we'll try and do then. So, we'll try and get behind his lines. If we can get to Aachen, we could be there in 14 days. If we could make it to Duisburg, then that'd be really useful. I don't know if it has a garrison. Probably does. Maybe. But if we could get there, we could cause some damage and then we could start destroying rails. We can get behind his lines in Germany. Which is what I need to do. I need to try and retard his advance. Okay. This is difficult. I have very little force. Right, so we have some more ships over here then. So we have another squadron. Do we have some dreadnoughts? We do have a dreadnought, the France. Okay, that will head to Marseille. I'll have it head down here actually, it could join the blockade. Okay. Right, I did send some transportation ships down here because I wanted to collect this core. And I want to transport it to Marseille. No, actually, I'll take it to Montebello. Right, our forces will disembark over there. I want to get more men. I just need more men. I really just need to just churn out reserves, to be honest. They'll be finished in 3 turns. And just having more would be just exceptional right now. I need to really build up my forces. If I can just have a garrison in each of the places, it will make it very difficult for him. Right, we'll build up the garrisons over here. Right, so we can only build normal infantry now. Fair enough. We'll build some over here. So build 4, and then I'll build some artillery. Can I build light guns over there? Medium guns would be nice. Is that it? No, that's where we can build heavy guns. I'm probably gonna need some heavy guns, so... Actually, no, it's really expensive right now. I can't really afford that right now. Then again, I kinda just really need infantry. I honest to God just need more infantry. Okay. I mean, it's shameful that I'm spending so much on infantry, because it will put me really dangerously close to running out of conscripts. So I think what I'll do then is I'll probably get rid of a few of these. Yeah, we'll get rid of these ones in the south. Yeah, see, that brings us back up to 962. If we go over here to look at our production... Yeah, you can see we have a lot going right now, so I need to replace a lot of these. Right, well, Britain's fine. Right, so we have 7 engagement points. Why is my diplomat just not sticking there? Okay. So I can send out the main one. That brings us down to fucking 4, fuck. It's painful. It's really painful. I need more engagement points. I really bloody need them. What would that cost us? That would cost us engagement points. I can't afford to leave Italy for a single turn, because I will give him an advantage that I probably might not be able to make up again. Right. I do want Japan in. So I'll spend 2 engagement points on trying to, I don't I don't need to. I could spend 5 and bring them straight into the war. So I will make the bold choice of just saving my engagement points for the time being. I don't get many, and this is the problem. I really do not get hardly any. I need a lot more. Now, do I want to enter into the Baltic? I don't know what's going on in the Baltic, and that's the problem. I can't see what's going on over here. Right, we are seeing these lines have been broken. That is Russian hand still. Oh, is it? It's Austrian control, yes. Right, so Central Powers control. Sarajevo has fallen. Sweet. Okay, so I think he gave away the Goban and the Breslau as well. Yes, he did. That's dangerous. What options do we have? I want these because I'd gain like 5 morale. Well, it'd cost me 5 morale and 5 engagement points, but I'd gain 2 dreadnoughts, but... The neutrals blockade. Right. Now the thing is, that will shift the United States, Italy, and the Ottoman Empire away from me. The Ottomans will shift and join the Central Powers, but if I put this in place, it will push them towards the Central Powers faster, and I don't want that. I mean, they will inevitably join, but if I can delay it as long as possible, then that's fine. And I do not want to shift Italy towards the Central Powers. We're in the lead at the moment, and I need to maintain that. That's what I need to maintain. Okay, I was hoping that we'd have some bombardments, to be honest. Right, we succeeded in retreating at the Battle of Mons on the 14th day. I just need more men. Honest to God, need more men. Okay, so the Admiralty is unlocked. These forces are unlocked. We have the Scottish forces over here, actually. I'm going to send the Scottish forces down to Southampton. And that'll be good for us. Right, we do have these forces in Ireland as well. With the Northern Patrol. We do have quite a lot of forces in Ireland. Obviously I can't move those. What we'll do then is we'll take the Northern Patrol. And we can send it to increase the strength of our blockade? What the fuck? Okay. That's a strange route. Not going to question that one, but yeah. So, we did come up pretty badly then with that battle. Where's it? Right, yes. It didn't cost us any national morale, but it was pretty painful. The bloody terrain, and I should not have had it on assault. That cost me pretty badly in terms of men. That was a hideous mistake for me. If it had not been on... God damn it. I did not anticipate that force. I did not anticipate it, and that was my mistake. But then again, I always made that kind of mistake in the beginning of any game. I always end up having one unit on assault, and then I always regret it and never do it again. So I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. Okay, so the French fleet is almost down here, which is good. The Mediterranean fleet. Ah, right, good. The Gibraltar fleet has arrived, so we have 2,844 strength now. Yes, good. Very good. Okay. In fact, what we'll do is we'll have the French fleet set out there. We can have the British fleet just... we'll have them... where do I want them? I'll have them head into the channel over here, at the mouth of the Adriatic. We'll have them on a conservative retreat if engaged. Evade combat, I just want to know what's going on. I can send out my submarines to do that actually, which is fantastic. So I'll do that one actually. As well. Okay, so we'll have one over there, and then I'll have one over here. And then at least we can see what's going to be going on here, and what's coming in and coming out. Which is good for us. Right, so we have our forces over here. Oh, not. I guess I may have forgot to send them. Oh dear. Right, we'll send them over to Alexandria via train because it'll take forever otherwise. Right, so we have a lot of cash. Well, we have a good amount of cash and we have a good amount of war supplies. So I could do with building up lots and lots of artillery. It doesn't cost as much in conscripts, which is nice. So I guess we'll build some medium artillery. Okay. I could probably do a building like heavy artillery in Britain and then just shipping it across. At least there's no risk of losing it then. Okay. Now we can only build medium artillery, but oh well. I can just build it at Southampton and London. Right, that's all our war supply. We are already replacing troops, so that's good for us. So this was a mistake, but at least our men will make it through. I'll make it back. I'm hoping this cavalry force will be able to make it over here. I'm hoping this one will be able to make it through the gap here as well. The gap through the Baston, through the Ardennes forest. And if we can make it over here, then that would be fantastic. If this infantry division could make it, I don't know. They probably won't, and it's probably going to cost me. Actually, it's not worth it, is it really? It's not worth it. It does make me wonder if I should send them over there instead. I mean, if we could capture a fortress, then that would be very... Right, we'll take a look. That would be a big problem. Right, I think what we'll do then is we'll break this in half. I'll give one of them to him. He can head over here to Duisburg, or how the hell you say it. Okay. You could be there in 14 days. Fantastic, my good friend. You... What's the fastest you can make it to Liege? 16 days. Right, tell them to evade combat. Evade combat. At least that way, then we might be able to cause some disruption. I can try and break rails all over this area and make it very difficult for him to move. Okay. Other than that, there's really not too much I can do right now. So we'll take a look over here. Right, I'm not seeing any German naval elements. Can keep them in the waters over here to keep an eye on what's going on. Right, so the Canadians are now ready. Fantastic. I really needed that, to be honest. Just extra men, just extra men are just unbelievably useful right now. Okay. So we'll have them, does not load. We'll tell them to come in and load at Calais, I guess, for the time being. I have no idea how long it'd take, actually, so that's an issue. Royal Flying Corps. I wish Herbert Kitchener would be unlocked so I could actually move him. That'd be nice. So Britain is relatively weakly held. I mean, we don't have a large army in Britain, but that doesn't matter too much. Okay. So let's take a look then. 20% chance of... So they're going to gain alignment from me doing this, but in time, as the blockade builds up, it will steadily erode them. So that's what I'm hoping for. I just need to be able to get Italy. If I can get Italy, then that would be incredible. But for the time being, I am very weak. The Western Entente at the start is in a bad situation. The only way you can really win is if you just bloody slow them down. Other than that, yeah. I'm happy though. I mean, the thing is, he's committing forces to an attack over here, which I can understand his rationale. He's thinking, right, he has all these men here. If I can keep his men busy here, I can try and sweep him in the north, which he could very well do. But he could have spared another army. He could have spared, like, another army that would have been more use over here when I'm a hell of a lot weaker. Whereas here, I could probably pull men safely back, because I have the fortresses to rely upon. they're not going to fall. So am I actually going to fall for this then? Thinking about this again, I don't think I should send more men here. Is he going to send men at me? I doubt it. I doubt it. I think he's just testing me. I think he wants to test me and try and make me send men where they're not needed. So instead of that, I'm not going to play ball. I'm going to send more men to Sudan. This is the real invasion route. I do not want to get trapped into this thinking of, oh my god, he's coming through the front. No, he's not. He is not going to advance this way. What we need to do is we need to hold on. Hold on, this town over here is actually utterly pointless. Utterly pointless in the fact that it's not worth anything besides the rail track. That rail track is exceptionally important. But it also threatens him. That's the thing. Now, do I want to keep this army here? If I move it, I lose the support net. I don't have these guys to back me up. Then again, I could move on Trieste, well, on Thornville, sorry, I don't know why I said Trieste. But it has a strong garrison, so I can't really move on it. That's a problem. Right. Okay, so I can put these guys in here. These are, well, he's a dispersed artillerist, so I might as well give him all this artillery if I can. Yeah, fantastic. Boom. So, the dispersed artillerist, I'm going to send him north as well. Command cost 12, holy shit. That's a lot of cannon. We'll send it to Verdun, and then at least he can support us in different areas. But no, actually, no. No, no, no. No. We need more men in the north, really. That's where we need the men. So we'll send him over here. Actually, it's probably safer to send him here. I doubt this is where he'll make his attack. I need to prevent him from having a clear route to Paris. That's his plan over here. So this is why I'm sending more men. Now, do I want to send these men here? No, I do not. 3 days. I could be there in 3 days with an extra 49,000 men. That does sound good, actually. Now, the issue is I'm suffering from leaders in the north. I really am. Yeah. Okay. How are we looking with the Dutch? We're looking pretty good with the Dutch, actually. He's going to see that at some point and be like, oh shit, I'm actually going to have to do something about that. Because if we got Holland into this fight, then that would be really useful for us. I mean, we'd be able to strike at Hanover and Hessen and those areas. As well as just have some extra men to fight him and keep him busy. Okay. So we're going to destroy the rails here, and then we'll head back inside. At least that should get rid of the breach. Where is he there? There we go. This is a transport ship. So that would be fantastic in Southampton. I'm going to send that to Southampton. Fantastic. That ship squadron. Okay, the Warspite. Warspite is a very famous ship, and the Revenge. Okay. Now, where do I want to send the High Seas? Ah, the Grand Fleet. God damn it, he says it there. Fuck's sake. It's difficult because there's not really a place I can be useful with it. Because he's, he doesn't have to move out. He can hide behind his shit all this time. I'm worrying about him when I really don't need to. So I think what I'd be safest to do is to bring it probably down here. Bring it down here. And then, if German forces approach here, at least we can bombard them. I'm sure we should be able to bombard them from here. That's my thinking. If we can do that, then that's incredible. Because then at least we can make it so Antwerp will be a pain in the ass to take. And he's going to have to take Antwerp because it is a port. And with a port, I can land more men there. So the longer I hold Antwerp, the worse it is for him. Because then I can try and land men there, and I can land those men behind his lines. And he knows he's never going to be secure there. Unless he takes Antwerp and garrisons it. Because it gives me a way in. I do need a naval invasion into Germany, to be honest. But the thing is, I want to so badly. But I can't really spare the troops right now. I can't spare them. I mean, the possible, like, invasion route I would choose is... I mean, this is terrible terrain. It would have to be at Lübeck. That is where I'm going to invade in the future. If I can invade at Lübeck, send the forces to Hamburg, send the forces to Ulsen, to Brandenburg. Those cities are undefended. I could cause havoc there. And that is a lot of victory points right there. And Bremen as well. Do I have any transport capacity in the Grand Fleet? I do with the cruisers. Okay. We have got to be bold. We have got to find new ways to win this war. And that is going to be our way. It's not going to win the war. But if it happens, then yeah. What I'll do is I'll grab the Grand Fleet. We'll send the Grand Fleet, pick up men. I'll send this fleet as well. We'll send the entire goddamn Royal Navy. We'll head here to Rostock, land forces at Lübeck. He will send men, but it will take him time. He can't possibly make it that quickly. Well, he probably can, but that means he'll have to pull men from somewhere, and he's dealing with the Russians at the same time. So if I can do that, then that will shift the dynamics of the war. I need to shift the dynamic from here. I need to take the initiative away. If I can take the initiative by pushing deeper into Germany, taking key cities, that will hurt him. This would hurt him more than losing an entire army. That would hurt him more. Because he's going to have to pull men away from either this theatre, or this theatre. He has garrisons in Germany, but he's weak enough. If I can send a corps of British Army soldiers into here, I can take 2 objectives, 3 objectives, 4 objectives, possibly lots of objectives in this area. I can threaten Berlin. I can threaten the heart of the German Empire itself. I could not take it, I doubt it, but I could threaten it. I could destroy rails. I could make it hell for him. And that's worth it. That is worth it. So that's what we need to do. We need to make it difficult. We need to make it so he can't concentrate in one direction. Now, Germany is its strongest when it's moving in one direction, but when it's time to move in 2 directions, it falls apart. It can't handle it. No nation can handle that. Well, as we have control of the sea, I only have this front to watch. It's fine. We will fight them for Italy. We will fight them and we will take Greece. Holland would be good. It would probably fall, but it'd be good. And I kind of want to see Holland at the wall. I don't know if they give you troops, though. I really don't know, but having an extra ship would be nice. Okay. So let's take a look at how the... yeah, how the battle lines stand right now. I'm trying to keep Romania out of the war. I'm trying to keep Romania out of the war. So I actually could do with trying to keep Romania out of the war. I almost forgot. Yes, I'm trying to keep the Romanians out of the war as long as I possibly can, to give my ally as long as possible without being molested by Romanians. I can't stop them joining, they're far too strongly in favour of joining the Central Powers, but the longer I can do it, that's better. I mean, I would be kind of tempted to try and like influence the Bulgarians to the... I wouldn't try to get... I don't know, having them join me would obviously be nice, but they would fall. It's actually better for me to try and keep Bulgaria neutral. If I kept Bulgaria neutral, that would close off this rail line, and it would prevent them from streaming Turkish forces into Europe, which would be difficult. Which obviously means they're going to have all these forces down here, but I can hold the Nile. Well, you know what I mean, the Nile's here, but I can hold the Suez Canal, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, I need to make it bloody. I need to absolutely make it bloody over here. Oh, speaking of things, where's India? Where's Where's India? India. Ah, here we go. Okay. So I have sent some naval forces from the Cape of Good Hope, so I'm going to combine this together. That's a strong force. We're going to say the Indian Army. Okay. So that's 62,000 men. We're going to take these 62,000 men and we're going to take them to Britain. Well, we're going to take them to France. Okay. 30 days, we'll have more men. And we'll have more ships. The Royal Navy is freaking huge. Let's take a look over here on the objectives. So we've taken 77,000 losses. The Central Powers has taken 63,000. So we lost the most men in that one battle, which was a shame. I should not have gone for that, to be honest. Well, I went for it, but it was the fact that I was on assault, and I should never go for assault. That's something everybody needs to learn. It's not worth it. It's only worth it when you're on top of the region and you know what's already there. Okay. Right. Pro-Entente sentiment has moved Portugal 1% towards the Entente and Japan 1% towards the Entente. So these guys... Yeah, right, so Portugal and Japan, they will join in time anyway, so I don't really need to spare any effort on them. So that's good to know. Okay. We need to try and keep the conflict out of France as much as possible. This land is useless. I'm trying to desperately build up my men over here. It would be difficult for him, but this is the weakest of the fortresses, so if I can get some extra men in there, then that would be superb. I don't need this supply in here, so I'd obviously be better setting that somewhere else. Just for the fact of, they would be supplied by the fortress itself, it's the source of the supply and they can't cut that off. So that's good. Okay, well. Lots to consider. How is the weather right now? The weather is good. I just need to drag this out and try and just wait for the bad weather. Once the bad weather comes, then at least he'll slow down. But until that time, we are really having to be on our toes here. He's given away the Breslau and the Goeben. So that's going to be difficult. That's going to draw them in. But then again, it has removed two powerful ships from play. So the Mediterranean is German free. It's just the Austrian fleet I need to worry about, and I can defeat the Austrians. So that's good to know. At least by moving the French fleet into the blockade box. Well, actually, what I could do with doing actually is, if I take the Mediterranean fleet, I send it down here to the shipping box. I can actually protect Egypt somewhat. Well, I'll have a naval force near Egypt to prevent any light landings or oppose any landings. And we can protect our shipping over there. We can blockade Austria, blockade Germany, and start piling on the pressure. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been a long-winded video. And yeah, I hope to see you again in the next one. So thank you for watching so far, and we hope to see you again in the future.